and some other bitches. Some satanic sold their soul kind of a people. Apparently they chose them to go to space. But there's been some weirdness about this.
1, 2, 3, taking up space! Tamir's in space! Flynn, I gotcha. I gotcha, Flynn.
Gotcha. Proud of you, Flynn. Oh, the moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon.
Hey, is that like some weird reflection on the window there? Hold on.
That's moon. Look at the moon. Tell you, look at the moon. I will have to tell you, look at the moon. I will have to tell you, look at the moon.
Well, maybe that's the window being rounded or something. What do you mean, Carrie? Yes.
Moon. That's amazing.
Wow, look at the blue line.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my That's our pink moon.
Now it's time to look out.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Maybe they are in high orbit,
amazing.
right? Who knows? Let me just see. Because the landing kind of looks real, right?
Gonna fill 5G, so
Where is
5
it?
times the weight.
Still see like the glow from.
I don't know about the lift off though. It looks like Elon Musk's lift off. CGI. But let's say it's not. Let's say it's real. That doesn't mean they couldn't have faked this anyways. Still. So I think they're like in space or high orbit or whatever in like for 4 minutes. And then they come back down. Let me see.
A few years ago, truly the stuff of science fiction that you're about to watch in just seconds.
What did she say? Truly science fiction.
Boom, we're going to hear that shortly here. And remember, this is something that had never been done before until just a few years ago. Truly the stuff of science fiction that
Yeah, she might be actually telling the truth there. Science fiction.
There's that sonic boom.
This could easily be AI. Easily.
There we go.
Not for nothing.
But let's say it is real. Now let's look at the landing, right?
One of those times, but this time you've got Gayle King, you've got Katy Perry, you've got several very well-known folks, celebrities, etc. on this flight.
Because this feels like a
as well as
stunt.
really important astronaut.
Leland, when you are coming
Like a
down
media
in a capsule, and I know
stunt.
various types of landing over the last several decades for NASA astronauts, what's that like? What does it feel like, that slower descent?
Maybe this is like a bungee jump inside of a capsule.
Getting like 5G.
They have airplanes that you can go in
they're
and they
feeling 5Gs
compress
now
them
before
so
these
you float.
parachutes
Oh, you
come in.
you don't think that they can float just by being at the high orbit?
You've been in space for a while and you're hard to lift your arms and things under that new G's, but I see all the parachutes are starting to come out now and they're going to be landing safely very soon.
How do you know that?
Ed, you're there in West Texas.
How you know they're gonna land safely?
What's it like from there?
Yeah, it's.
Why don't you say I hope they land safely?
The parachute. We saw the parachutes deploy here just a few seconds ago. Clearly, that's a huge sign of and relief.
And
for,
I love that it's
all the
CNN
family and
covering
friends
it of
watching
all
of this
the
closely. But that
outlets.
rocket booster returning to the launch site was quite something. That thing was. Like just, it almost looked like
No,
from our vantage point, it
drop
looked like it
from
was in
seat
free fall coming back from
130.
and all of a sudden those reverse thrusters turned on and it slowed it down and it just released a large boom that we could feel from the several miles away that we are. But we're continuing to watch the capsule and it is far more east than from the rocket.
Let's speed
the
this
launch
up
pad.
because I want to
And
see
from our
if
vantage point, it is
there's
just
some
now looking
weirdness
like it's
going
touching
on
the
because
ground,
there is
and
a
the
video
parachute
that.
starting to descend to the
Hold on,
desert
what
floor.
happened there? What happened there?
Rocket, the launch pad, and from our vantage point, it is just now looking like it's touching the ground, and the parachute starting to descend to the desert floor here. So, by all accounts, it looks like this has gone off safely, and assuming that everyone on board is doing well. But that capsule appears to be on the ground.
I want to see if there
safe
is a
and sound
cut
with this star-studded
between
crew on board.
Yeah,
when
we're
they
watching
land.
it just slowly descending now, comfortably descending.
A bit of a delay from
a little bit of a delay.
And when everybody's
but
there.
Just to mention that journalist Gayle King's there, singer Katy Perry is there, Amanda Nguyen, who's a research scientist, and Carrie Ann Flynn, a NASA rocket scientist on that flight. And this is, I mean, it's cool. There it is.
It is something, I have to say. It's an amazing picture, particularly when those parachutes go out. And I think everyone has that moment when they're happy to see them unfurl, and now even happier to see it touch down safely.
That's right. With
See, hold on. See, that was an edit. That shit right there was an edit.
It's cool. There it is.
So.
It is something, I have to say. It's an amazing picture, particularly when those parachutes go out. And I think everyone has that moment when they're happy to see them unfurl, and now even happier to see it touch down safely.
That's right, with
safe and sound.
star-studded audience for the star-studded crew in West Texas today. So we're going to keep an eye on this. There will be video that Blue Origin, of course, will be putting out from inside the capsule during their moments of weightlessness, and maybe then we can learn what Katy Perry was actually singing.
And now they cut to this, right? So let me put on my conspiracy in mind. Let's say this is not CGI. This shit is real. Okay, this thing fell. Okay? How do we know that they were on board? How do we know that this is not an empty capsule that lands for real without CGI? And then they cut, and then they place Katy Perry and Gail and whoever in there, and then they act as if they were always there. Because look at this shit. They are kind of caught, at least in a stunt, in the way that apparently the girls inside, they opened the door before they should have done it. They opened it too early. Look at this.
Good evening, everyone. Just wanted to do a really quick video on this staged Katy Perry to space hoax. Aside of all the other proofs of this hoax, I just want to show you this really quick one that happened during the live footage of the opening of the hatch. Check this out.
You saw her get so emotional in her pre-flight interview. Is that still the weighing emotion, or is she still just, oh my God, I saw the stars, I saw the curvature of the earth? You know,
How do you see that? Why do you have to mention the curvature of the earth? Is it because flat earth is becoming big? Is this because of flat earth? This whole stunt?
Emotion, or is she still just, oh my God, I saw the stars, I saw the curvature of the earth? You know, what's going to come out?
Hold on, the stars. Let me see if they saw any stars. What was it?
Got it? The mirror's in space.
That's not the star, that's the moon. They didn't see any stars.
Guys, I will have to tell you.
Do you see any stars there? I don't see any stars. What the fuck is she talking about? Stars.
Still just, oh my God, I saw the stars, I saw the curvature of the earth. You know, what's going to come out of her mouth, but really her heart.
And is that Jeff Bezos out there right by the capsule? Kind of hard to see.
That is correct. That is Jeff Bezos, our founder, on the left, as well as Sarah Knights, our crew member 7.
Look now, they're going to open it prematurely.
Guys, did you see that?
Oh, did they already do it?
One more time. Okay, now I want you to watch the hatch door open from the inside.
Yeah, it's already open.
The lady runs over there real quick.
What a small ass door, right?
Shuts the door back, tries to stand in front of it. And then, actually, she starts laughing about it, as you can see right here, because, like I said, it's all staged. It has to look like it's open from the outside.
And we're now just awaiting the opening of the hatch so we can get some views from our 6 new astronauts.
So they already opened the door, but for some reason, we gotta wait.
And I would imagine Lauren
We gotta
Sanchez
wait.
in seat 1 will be coming out first.
Until
that is correct. They'll go.
the
she's in
cameras
seat
are
1,
ready
which
for
is
it or some
next to the
shit like
left,
that.
The left window there, she will go first. And then last in number 6 is Carrie Ann.
But the door kind of felt
That is the window on the right.
weak. What's that about?
See those vans
Okay, they're gonna
arriving,
climb
those
out
are
of
friends
that.
and family.
They need a stair.
And that's Carrie Ann looking out the window, in the window to the right there.
What are you waiting for?
Sense just how big
They were
these
ready to
windows
get out
are. I mean,
5
when
minutes
you're
ago.
inside this capsule, it's almost as though you're getting a full 360 panoramic view. One of the cool features of this capsule, the largest windows of any spacecraft.
So over a third of the surface area of
Just
this
silly
craft
at
is
this
windows.
point.
And that's on purpose. There were many meetings with our founder, Jeff Bezos, where our engineers brought him some windows. He said, nope, make them bigger. They come back. They said, nope, that's nice, but make them bigger. And what you get here, why is that so important? So many of our astronauts have said, when I got out of my seat, I looked outside my window, and I turned around, and I looked at the other 5 windows.
You see, she said, "Are you ready?" to the cameraman or something.
Why is that so important? So many of our astronauts have said, when I got out
Are you ready? What do you mean, are you ready?
of my seat, I looked outside my window, and I turned around, and I looked at the other 5 windows, And my brain created a panoramic view, a panoramic photo of it, because so much of the capsule is windows, and it makes for just an incredible experience.
Sarah.
You see, she's doing the thumbs up. Good.
Here's
Everything's
Jeff Bezos
rolling.
to open the hatch.
And look, he doesn't even... Dude, as he's opening it, they're opening it from the inside. Look, that's why he almost falls in. You see? And look at how that door just, you know, bounces as if it's one of those Wild West, what is it called? The open doors. What is it called? You know, ding, ding, you know? What kind of a shitty-ass door is that? I don't feel safe in that.
Now you guys just seen them faking it with your own eyes. Once again, watch them open the pressurized capsule from the inside. Not knowing that it's not time, it's not...
Right? It has to be really shut. This shit doesn't look like it's shut, pressurized.
Once again, watch them open the pressurized capsule from the inside. Not knowing that it's not time, it's not cue time
There's no
yet.
pressure there.
And then you have the stage.
You know what I mean? If it's pressurized, it's gonna be like a, you know, like some kind of a force. Like this was just almost like a fucking plastic door.
Not knowing that. Once again, watch them open the pressurized capsule from the inside.
Look at that.
Not
That's
knowing
no
that
pressure.
it's not time, it's not cue time.
That's no fucking pressure at
yet.
all.
And then you have the stage part where the media shows you all over the news that they're waiting for the guy to open the hatch.
Good.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
You didn't really close it again. Come on out, guys.
And once again, you've been fooled, people.
Yeah, it just feels like a bad children's. This shit is fucking odd. Hold on. What was the other guy?
You guys see Katy Perry went to space in the flying dildo? You know, the same Katy Perry that's constantly tossing up Illuminati signs and subliminal programming in her music videos? Yeah, I'm sure she's not a part of any demonic plan. Have a look at this takeoff video they fucking chose, eh? What an interesting shape they chose for the... You guys got me going. Yo, let's see how this looks. This looks so real. So, look at this. Yeah. Yo, who's
Hold on. The camera that is filming this bit is already in the air, right? So what is that? A drone that has like a camera that follows the rocket.
Yeah. Yo, who's buying this? Please, if you're buying this, put it in the comments because we want to make fun of you. Look at this. You guys think this is real? Just shut her up in this big dildo. Did also notice something very interesting on the suit that she was wearing. Here you can see it up. That looks like the Baphomet. This is the entity that, once again, the satanic elites, the Illuminati,
upside down,
Illuminati, they worship. I don't know if you guys knew this, but the Baphomet is the symbol for the Church of Satan, a figure generally associated with occultism, paganism, and Satanism. Also a symbol of the Church of Satan. Find it hilarious how they chose this shape too. They can't laugh at you guys any harder. Like Elon's they can't put it in your face any more clear. But there's still people out there that are like, sweet, Katy Perry went to space. Fucking rights. Thank you, Elon Musk. That's awesome. Great job, Katy Perry. You are our hero. When really this lady is a puppet for the devil-worshipping elites. You guys are being played for the biggest fools on this planet. Because you are. You know, sometimes when I make these videos, they gotta come from the ego. Because I genuinely need to show you people how stupid you are to believe all of NASA's lies. You have to be incredibly stupid. None of it is real. This is the truth. Oh my...
Yeah. I don't believe in this shit. Really, just the door thing should make you not believe. Or the door thing should make you think like, hold on, there's something weird about this. Why was it dark up there in daytime? Well, that I can see that being possible because when you go above every cloud and everything, it's probably gonna be dark. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're above all the clouds or whatever, maybe. But yeah, I think for the inside footage, that could have been another time in a studio or in a plane. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how they do it. You know, but they do get like $60 million a day or something. That's a lot of money to fake shit with. And then they could have landed that fucking catapult thing with no people in it. And then just drive Katy Perry and whoever and put them in there, start the recording again. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that's possible with this shit. All I know is I don't trust Katy Perry, okay? That bitch is a satanic whore. Okay? She's even said it herself. I don't trust that shit.